and everybody should sometime there. Lulu's email address is in the oh no, that's not hers, that's mine. But Lulu will pass out her email address because you should talk to her. She's got some incredible deals on travel. I mean, when I heard that Lulu can go to Dubai for $1, I just thought that was absolutely crazy. She's got a very cool program that she's involved in, and she flies all over the world. And the pricing that she gets is just astronomical. I had no idea that all the travel booking companies online were all owned by one company. I didn't know that Booking Holdings owned all of the travel sites. So all the travel sites being owned by one company, we're getting ripped off big time in travel. That's for sure. Then, so here's the deal. When I'm personally recruiting, remember, personally, when I'm dialing the phone, communicating with people on an individual basis, I gave you exactly what I say to people when they ask me what I do and so forth. When I'm doing a presentation or I'm recruiting, helping you guys, you're inviting me into the presentation, and you're introducing me as a leader or as an upline. However you're introducing me, we'll come up with the right way to go about saying it as we mature within our business. But when you are recruiting me, when you're asking me to come in and talk to your people, I want you to know something. I'm not coming into the presentation to sign anybody up or to enroll them or to get them to enroll for you or anything like that. That is your responsibility. What I'm coming into the presentation to do that you need to pay close attention to is this. Sergio's in the house. Welcome, Sergio. What I'm doing for everybody in the presentation is this. I am talking to people about their lives. I'm getting to know them. I want to know who they are, because if I say to somebody, I'm here to help you, I want to make sure that when I say that, I'm true to my word, that I am going to be somebody that is going to help them. I don't want to be somebody that just uses that phrase casually, okay? I'm going to try to build a relationship with that individual. And during the presentation, 9 times out of 10, I can honestly say that I recruit people. I'm a 90% closer when it comes to bringing people into the organization. And when I communicate with them and finish the presentation, I'm going to turn it over to you, and it's going to be your responsibility to enroll them into the business by helping them to enroll. Don't do it for them, but guide them through the enrollment process. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay, no problem. Next thing I want to go over is this meeting. Go ahead, Mr. Jim.
I was just going to say, from what he just said, and if I'm ever used on a call to help out, the one thing I would tell people is I guarantee when we're done, they will not, as soon as I hang up, say to you, I am taking you off my Christmas card list. You will never be invited to another family barbecue. None of that's going to happen, because it's always a gentle touch. It's just to help this person move themselves mentally along the process. And that's what David is saying there, is by him saying, I'm not here to enroll and, sign them up for you, meaning I'm not going to be the guy that tries to twist their arm and make them hate you because of the phone call or the Zoom. So just be aware of that. And it falls under the same heading from our last meeting. The way to close in this is to make them want it so bad that they make you let them buy it.
Good thing we turned on the recording, huh, Christina?
And how do you do that? I'm just curious. I mean, what kind of advice do you have for what do you say in such a way that they're begging you to get in?
Okay, so that's actually a great question. And where that philosophy came from was in our earlier high ticket sales, we were also the ones that processed all the credit cards. We were the company, we were the merchant account. And so the last thing I needed was a $9,000 chargeback because somebody felt strong-armed. So applying it here, if you have somebody who's pretty engaged, they're liking the story, and all you do is keep them going in the conversation while you point out benefit after benefit. Imagine, Pamela, never having to worry about a blackout again. Imagine your bill being locked in, all this stuff, and then asking, that'd be something that would be cool for anybody, wouldn't it? Don't say for you. Now you're pointing fingers. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? And they're going, yeah, exactly. So at some point, you've stacked so many benefits up that they've taken ownership of. And then you say, you know, oh man, we're about out of time. I don't know. What do you think our next step should be? Very, there's not enough words to say just how psychological that is. I don't know. What do you think our next step should be? Not your next step, ours. I think you should see if I can use my Visa.
Right. Exactly.
So that's how that works. That's just a short version of,
Thank you.
they will make you let them buy it after you've stacked it up to us. And then all of a sudden, oh man, you know what? I have another call coming up in just a few minutes. I don't know. What do you think our next step should be? I think you're going to take a MasterCard, aren't you? Yep. Okay. Back to you, David.
Everybody that works directly with me, that spends time with me, you always hear me talk about, I always talk about how I like to work with people, how I like to do the presentation. I'm somebody that I follow the little principle. I aim at the heart and the head will follow. Okay. I aim at their heart. And by doing that, what I mean by that is I'm asking them questions legitimately about their lives. And one thing that people say to me all the time, they'll say things like, man, you talk a lot, or my God, you talk so fast, that kind of stuff. But I want you to know this. What I really do, even when I'm talking, is I am listening intently to what they say. Okay. I am totally focused on listening to what they say. I have nothing behind me or in my head or background noise or anything else like that bothers me at all. I'm listening to exactly what they're saying. I listen for key phrases that they might say, like, one of the things might be, I don't know, this might sound familiar. I'm very interested in seeing if there's a way that I can make it so that my husband is home more often than on the road working. Or I'm really tired of not being able to be at home with my children, or I've been working at this job for I don't know how long, and I'm kind of frustrated with the way such and such is going. I kind of talk about those things to draw out from them how I can build a relationship with them. And because I truly do want to be a person that helps people. And there is only one way. There is really only one way to help anybody in this industry, okay? And you guys are not going to believe this, but the way that I help people, and this is going to sound goofy, but it is gospel truth. The way that I help people is like this. Watch this. Craig, how many times did I talk to you this week about getting on this meeting? Just give me a number, one time out of your head. How many times do I talk to you about coming on to the meeting tonight?
In a week?
Yeah, in a week.
15 or 20.
15 or 20 times in a week. Christina, how about you? How many times did I talk to you about coming on to the meeting? Pamela, how about you?
Every time you talk to me.
Say that again, Christina.
Every time you talk to me, which is a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so how many? Give me a number. Seriously, give me a number.
I'm going to say 10 times.
10 times. Pamela, how about you?
At least 10 times. Yeah. Yeah. I hear it
Okay.
every time we have a call.
Every time we have a call. Okay. Cindy Strong, I spoke to you. I spoke to you yesterday, or no, I spoke to you early this morning, maybe, I think. I don't really know when it is because my time zone is different than everybody's. Okay. But when you and I spoke on the telephone, you and I spoke about what you're doing in your business. We talked about you and your agency and the things that you're doing. And I talked to you about how you enjoy what you're doing and that I didn't want to take you away from doing what you're already doing, what you already love. But I thought that there might be a way, a strategy that the two of us could work on that would help enhance your business and bring even more money to your business. Is that the conversation that we had today?
Yes.
Okay. And during that conversation, did I invite you to this meeting?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I ask everybody to come to the meeting. I ask everybody to come to the meeting. And if you're on my team and direct to me, you're going to get asked to come to the meeting 300 or 400 times in a month. Okay. You're going to be asked to be on time to the meeting. You're going to be asked about how many people will you be bringing to the meeting. And you're going to be asked that all the time because I keep tallies about that. I keep records about what I'm doing. Here's here's another thing that I'm totally focused on. I heard in a meeting yesterday while I was on, I got invited to it. I was already doing a presentation with Hans and a couple of other guys on a call. And, but I was able to jump on the Millionaire Mindset meeting for the last bit of the meeting. And Mr. Navarro made a comment, and I found out today, I had never heard this phrase before. I had never heard the statement before. And then I was talking to Jim Stevens, and Jim told me that it's a pretty popular phrase that was said. And I heard him say that, what is it? It is, what is it? I wrote it down. You make up. You can. I can't think of it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. You can make up. You can make up with numbers. Make up with numbers what you can't make up with skills. Okay. When I heard that, I want to tell you something. It was the first time I ever heard it. Okay. And I immediately took it to heart. I think about that. I think about how I deal with things. I am a people person. I like having lots and lots and lots of people around. I like being the center of attention. I can't help that. I like chatting. I can't help that. I like giving good information to people. I can't help that. Okay. So I try to be as relatable as I possibly can to the audience. You can count on me for that. Okay. You can count on me for that. And I'm looking for you guys to help grow the organization, because here's the deal. You're only going to be able to help the people that you truly get attached to. When you find people in your organization that you're going to be attached to, that you really want to spend time with, then you need to dedicate a little bit of your time to that. And what I want you guys to think about over the course of the next couple of days is think about different phrases that you might, or think about different things that you might do to help people in your organization. Because think about this. Every one of you on the call right now actually owns your own business. I think that is cool, cool, cool. You own it. You get to direct the traffic. You get to set the standards. You get to set the rules. You get to figure out who the people are that you want to work with. Now, I'm telling you this, they might not want to work with you, but it doesn't mean that you don't stop giving the effort. You've got to give it as much as you possibly can. One example right here is this. There's a lady on this call that I just fell in love with her like right away. It's Miss Becky. She's in Aruba. Okay. Well, she's not in Aruba right now. She is a downline to Pamela. She's direct to Pamela. And I got to meet her and I did the presentation for her. She came into the business. She came into the business in one day and became a builder. No questions asked. She came in and said, I want to do this. She got on the phone with me the next day, did the onboarding. I was there for her. And I told her, she's not direct to me. I could say to her, look, the meetings are at such and such. The come to the training classes, go to the back office, learn everything. I could just pass the buck, but I didn't do that to her. I said to her, my door is always open. Here's my phone number. Here's my WhatsApp number. Here's my Google link number. Anything you want, you contact me. I'm willing to work with you. I made a choice based on the relationship that I instantly made with that woman, that I was going to spend time with her to do that. And I want you to know something. There she is. She just popped online. I want you to know something. I've done that with almost every one of you people on the call right now, because that's how I feel about this. If you decide you're going to spend your time with me, I am going to ask you politely to grab onto the rope of gravitational pull and just hold on for the ride. But along the way, I'm going to push you like crazy. I'm going to go after you on a daily basis, and I'm going to be asking you lots of crazy questions like, how many people did you speak to today? How many electric bills have you collected? How many of this did you do? How many of that did you do? How long did it take you to do that? I'm going to be questioning you and asking you and constantly finding out who the people are that you are close to. And then once you're close to somebody, I'm then going to come back to you and I'm going to say, am I the type of person that you would mind introducing me to that person? Let me find out about them. Let me talk to them. Let me see what I can draw out of those people as well. Because many people will say to you, many people are going to go, I don't want to talk to my brother. I don't want to talk to my mother. I don't want to talk to my friends. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And that's okay. But if I can be introduced to them by saying, hey, I got your name from Chris, or I got your name from Craig, or I got your name from Jim, or I got your name from Christina, I can share my relationship about Christina, Jim, and Craig, and Becky, and Cindy. I can share my relationship with them and get myself in the door to communicate with that prospect, and I can build a relationship with them. I'm patting myself on the back right now. I want everybody to help me. Just pat me. I'm very, very relationship minded. I'm very relatable, and I will jump in and do everything I can to make that person feel comfortable about being involved with us. But once they are involved with us, I'm going to stay with them and I'm going to push them along the way until they literally grab that rope of gravitational pull and run with it. Okay. Just run with it, because the business that we are really in, I'm going to tell you the business that I believe I'm really in. I'm in the collecting of electric bill business. That's my business. That is my business. I made it so simple. It's unbelievable. I'm in the collecting of electric bills. I don't think about anything else. I talk about it with everybody everybody. Doesn't matter where they are. I talk about that because I have made promises to people that are on this call that go like this. I say to them, if you tell me you want to come into this business and you want to learn it, I'm going to help you. And I've got 3 or 4 guys on this call right now that want to sell solar, right? They want to sell solar. And I've got to help them get their 3 training sales. I can't just leave it up to them. That's just not my makeup. My makeup is, if you want to do it, I'm going to help you. I'll find the electric bills if I have to. I will sit with you. I will work with you. I'll put you in touch with the right trainers. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so that you can get your 3 sales and start learn. The portal will open up to you, and then you can automatically do your own sales. The very moment. Yes, sir.
I don't want this moment to go by us here, because you just said something that, for me, and what we've learned is, if we can make something boil down to one, maybe 2 lines, right? That arrests somebody's attention. That's the key, without turning on all the ooh alarms, right? You've really got something. And I've just decided that one of my key one-liners, when somebody says, so what do you do? Well, I own a national solar and home security brokerage is okay. But if I say to them, I am in the collecting of electrical bills business,
I would do that. I would put that together. I would say that all day long. That's a nice
right?
one. Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
just, and then, and the beauty of it is, because we're also looking to narrow it down to where we can either get a solar prospect who's just purely, I want to talk to them about getting a solar system, or an affiliate slash consultant builder. I can convert that line into either direction, right? How would you like to be in the collecting power bills business? Well, what's that
I
going to do
collect
for me?
I
Hello,
collect electric bills.
electric bills. Thank you. Yeah, I even wrote that down. I am in the
One
collecting of electrical bills business.
and one thing that you might get on that question is they say, well, the great thing about this business, and I thought about this because I've been in companies where it was multi-level marketing, and the answer would be, well, is this multi-level marketing? Well, do you like multi-level marketing? Yes.
Right.
Well, that's what it is. No, then it's not that. Here, both answers are true.
Are true. That's the point. True. And easy to create the separation.
Right. You don't have to be a part of the multi-level marketing if you don't want to. You want to be part of that and build residual income. Well, then that's something for you to do.
Absolutely.
The
Yeah,
other piece that I really like a lot, Jim, is I'd like you to share. I'd like you to share the part about how you feel about the business when it comes to that this works 100% of the time. Because
Oh,
I
right.
love that statement. I love that.
For mainly for network marketers, they're used to being, and so many of them are in weight loss, skincare, energy, feel good, the whatever, right? And we've gotten to a point in our, considering we haven't had jobs since 1995 because of network marketing. We've been through it all, and I won't even ask for a show of hands because it doesn't matter, but I can tell you that if we had a product that produced a positive response for even 30% of the people that we got them on the product, whether it's weight loss or whatever, we felt like that was strong. And now, when I'm talking to network marketers, the first thing that I want them to know is that, really, we got in it for the money, because we did. But it had to serve somebody over and over, and or there's no money. So let me ask you this, Mr. and Mrs. Network Marketer, whatever the product is, what percentage of the people you get on that product get a positive, get the response you're after over and over consistently? Because
And
now, go ahead.
and still on the product.
And still on the product, right? Weight loss, we had a funny thing to say about that anyway, because the facts are that once people hit goal weight, they tend to fall off the diet, stop taking all the products. And so that's not true residual anyway, but that's a different story. Now we have found a product that produces the result that we're after 100% of the time. What could you do with that? If you knew every single person you put on your product got the desired result. What is that? Smart Money Club. And I'm the guy that wants to know, how can they afford to pay what they pay? Well, don't ever quote me on this on any company call, but it's because it's not a physical product, meaning they don't have ingredients and packaging and bottling and whatever and labeling cost involved in the cost of the product. And it's in-house. So they're not right now. Now I understand from the call yesterday, there's some of this they're probably going to enlist a company in the credit repair, but it's a small enough amount of cost that they can still afford to pay the binary pay anyway. But the bottom line now is, because of this product, we can go to network marketers and be really frank with them and say, look, if you're in it for the money, are you or are you not? Or are you in it to save the world, but you'll get paid for doing that? Yeah. So with your product, what percentage of people have the full, complete response, result, outcome that you're after with that product and stay on the product? What could you do with a 100% performance of that product on everyone? Powerful.
Absolutely.
And to go even further, because it's Smart Money Club, if you want to stay in your Isogenics, in your Herbalife, in your New Skin, in your Melaleuca, stay there, because we'll never compete with that, because they're not going to get into solar, and they're not going to get into credit repair and the building of your knowledge on how to become a millionaire and keep your millions. So you can do both. That's it. 100%.
Very, 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 very cool.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's the first I've actually thought about it that way, Jim. Right, and that's something that you need to be talked about on a company call. So,
if you've ever had, because you're suddenly in a business and diet and weight loss is your thing, and then you had these people calling you up in a week or a few days and saying, I need help. Why? Because I've broken out in hives. What? We've had all kinds, I need help. Why? Because I started your product and now I put on 7 pounds. No. 100% of the time, our Smart Money Club is going to deliver exactly what it's supposed to everyone. 100%.
Pretty
Put
nice.
that- yeah. Anyway, so
That's a
you know
nugget,
what?
guys.
We're running
That's
out of time.
called
What
the
do you think our
golden
next
nugget.
step? Yeah. What do you think our next step should be? Huh? Do you take Visa? Yes, we do.
Yeah. What do you think our next step should be? I like that. That's a golden nugget, guys.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
I want to take the next couple of minutes here. Let's take at least 10 minutes. Because what we want to do is we probably want to take this call for about, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll do this call for about anywhere from 45 to 55 minutes so that we can be on the opportunity meeting call with the headquarters on time. Okay. It's real important that we get there on time. And when you get there and they start asking where you're from, you're going to state your name. You're going to state you're going to tell them the city and the state you're from, and that you're with Team High Ticket Innovators. Make sure that you get that out. Let's dominate that meeting. Let's get in there and dominate that meeting with people. Okay. Let's show them that we truly mean business. Okay. What I thought we would do here tonight for this is let's spend a few minutes, and Hans is with us. We'll do Jim, myself, Hans, Trey, anybody else that wants to pop in and talk about these slides. This is the presentation. The presentation that is in the back office that you're going to learn. This is in a PDF format. Okay. It is one of the original presentations that came out. There's a brand new presentation that they're using at the opportunity meeting. And I'm sure that PowerPoint presentation will be in the back office soon. And if it's not, I'll just bug them long enough so that I'll bug them until they put it in there. Okay. But I think we should go through and learn these slides. It's real important that you do, because this gives you the ammunition that you need when you're having a conversation, so that you don't go off into never land talking about all kinds of different kind of things. Okay. When you're doing these kind of calls, you want to make sure that you're not talking about shopping and sports and television and children and all that kind of stuff. When you're talking to people about growing your business, stick to the point, stick to the message, stick to what it is. Okay. And what you're doing is you're building your business. So we're the Build Network, BYLD Network. And it's very cool. Build your mindset, build your business, build your net worth. Okay. One of the cool things that we can say about this slide is that we do believe, I do anyway, I believe that two of our leaders, Vince Navarro and JC Rangel, I believe that they believe in the building of the mindset. And I know that they believe in the building of people's net worth. I believe them 100%. Okay. I truly do. And I just say that on that slide. Anybody else say anything different on that slide? I mean, it's relatively pretty simple.
Yeah, it's straightforward, right? And if you listen to the presentations, you'll hear everyone says the same thing. So it's straightforward. And remember, just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Absolutely.
Always, right? But you want to get great at presenting this information. So you're not always waiting on Jim or David or anyone else to do it for you. Because remember, it is your brokerage, right? So just follow, get this, learn this, and just go out there and present it. And this is for the builders.
And it was definitely helpful. I was on the call with you yesterday, Hans, and it was helpful how I saw that you kind of geared it towards the real estate and how you can kind of custom to the people that you're speaking with.
Oh yeah.
I had to drop off early, but I saw part
absolutely. And then we're going to be doing a lot of calls weekly, right? Is going to be a different call: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're even going to do a call on Saturday and Sunday because we're going to go in presentation mode. All right, we want to move fast and we want to move with speed. And if you see any of us post a presentation for our team members launch, hop on, invite. Right? There's something about the power in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
When
Absolutely.
a brand new person sees there's 18, 20, 30 people on the call, the guest is going to sign on by default. We used to do that back in the days. I don't remember, Jim, where we always had different reps in the audience, right, acting as guests, and they get excited, and before you know it, the real guest next to them is getting excited as well and signing up. So that's how we used to build strong teams, in the MLM space.
That is where that saying, once you no longer need the meeting, now the meeting really needs you.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. We're a direct sales company and a community of like-minded entrepreneurs. That's a very true statement. I try to make that happen each and every day. The industries that we're involved in: direct sales. We have a solar division, a home security division. Does anybody know how many states? Somebody new, or somebody, we don't need Jim and Trey and me and a couple others answering this, but how many people know how many states the home security is in? Give me a number, anybody.
46.
How many states is home security in?
Oh,
22.
home security. I don't know.
22. 22.
Is it 22 or is it 17?
If it's 22 or 17, it's gone up from when I checked last. It was 13.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was 17. So we're gonna go at 22, but somebody needs to check it out so that we know for sure. And in the solar industry, we're in how many states as a residential?
I thought it was
35.
46.
35 states residential.
I think it's 35 with Kentucky just joining, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, 35 states residential. How many states? What happened yesterday? We went commercial. We went commercial yesterday. My first phone call today was to Don Martin, the ex-CEO of Century 21 Sendant, who was a business partner of mine. And I told him about this. The first question he asked was, can I go to my friend that owns a chain of auto repair shops and offer him this as a commercial? I said, Oh, absolutely. Let's do it together. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. And
We're
I
in
think
48
commercial
states,
pays
guys.
a lot more money, guys.
48
more money.
states. We're in the travel and discount shopping business and financial service, financial and business education. 4 areas. This is an easy slide, okay? Easy slide, easy to learn about. The next slide, why build a business? I like this because there is nobody coming to save you, right? I mean, that's really an easy thing to say to people. Who's out there helping you out right now? You know, how many people did I speak to this week that are right now are at the age where you're taking care of your parents, or maybe a loved one has just passed away or something like that? And I mean, this is what it's really all about. Right now, it's all about there is nobody coming to take care of us. Entrepreneurship used to be a should, and it's now become a must. Absolutely, everybody's got to be talking about. Everybody's on TikTok and Instagram. What's the key word that everybody's talking about on those 2 channels? Give me the key word that everybody's talking about. It's called a what?
Hustle.
A side hustle. That's exactly right. That's all they do. They're doing dances on TikTok. Okay, doing the side, creating the side hustle. I can't do this. I can't do that side hustle deal. I like the sustainability and the 100% that the program works. I like that scenario. Entrepreneurship is now a must, not a should be. Okay. Current financial situation. This is all true. You could go on to Google and you could type into Google how many companies in the last 5 years have are in serious financial trouble. How many people are laying off? We talk about the debt crisis, layoffs, inflation, high taxes, job displacement, all kinds of stuff like that. One of the key things I'm focused on right now is, and I drop little tidbits every once in a while. I'm a avid Google Alerts user. Okay. I have Google Alerts tied to my Google Gmail account, and I do keywords like real estate, insurance, automobile, stuff like that. And I get articles, the most recent articles that pop in, I read those based on the keywords. And anybody that wants to see that anytime, how Google Alerts works, I'm there to show you. And I read an article the other day that came through from Yahoo Magazine stating that real estate agents are going to be extinct like travel agents were over the course of the last 10 years. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that with all my heart. So immediately I started writing out an email campaign. I've got 30,000 email addresses verified for real estate agents, and I started sending out my message talking to them about why aren't you now thinking about owning your own solar brokerage, because a real estate brokerage is going away, and they were a Century 21 real estate brokerage franchise fee is $135,000 to get started, but you can own your own national solar and security brokerage firm for $199 one-time payment, $99 a month, get 4, pay no more. I love saying that to people because every real estate agent I've spoken to so far goes, what did you just say? What was that? Oh, did you ask me a question? Yeah, and I get to go right into the conversation, guys. This is a home run. I was on the phone today speaking with Jim, and Jim and I were talking about just this issue. And right out of the gate, Jim says, "Oh, David, there's another industry that we need to focus on big time." And Jim, tell us what that industry is, if you would.
Yep. And I'm actually guilty of contributing to it because you see all these TV ads now, Carvana, CarMax. The auto sales industry is next on the list. You can bank on it because people don't want to go on a lot and have 3 different salespeople and then the TO thing where oh, what? You don't want to buy your car right now, but you know what? I need to have my manager, my friend, my somebody. Now you can go online and you can see all the cars you want to see, get pre-qualified, get your loan, your everything, and the car shows up in your driveway. So be thinking car sales people, not the car lot, because a lot of these places like CarMax, they're going through a dealership, but all they need that dealership for is a place to store the cars, show pictures of the inventory. And when you buy your car through CarMax or Carvana, I won't use the term well, I'll tell you what it is. Out on the car lots, they call them the lot lizard. Anyway, goes out there with the keys, start the car up, take it to the truck takes it to your house, done.
Pretty cool.
Those guys need to have a solar brokerage.
Absolutely. Now look I'm going to give you another little tip here. The way that I learn about how I'm going to talk to those people in that industry is this. I tell the story, or I take the article that I've read and I copy and paste it into a Word document or a Google document. And then I write a statement in that Google document about what I want ChatGPT to give me as verbiage to be able to talk to those individuals. And I say that I'll say exactly this. I know that the automobile business is killing the auto sales guys, and I want to be able to talk to the auto sales guys about getting in and starting to sell solar panels on residential properties and commercial properties. I want you to give me all the details that I need in order to make it so that I can talk sensibly to an auto sales guy. And I paste that into ChatGPT. It gives me what I want, and anything that I need to clean up, I just clean it up, ask it different questions until I got enough information so that I feel comfortable communicating in that industry. And I'll be glad to sit with anybody one-on-one and share how I do it and communicate about what target market we want to go after or whatever. I would help anybody get involved at building any kind of a strategy that you think you want to use in this industry to attract builders, affiliates, and consultants. Guys, it is 10 minutes to, so I'm going to shut up for right now, and we'll take any kind of questions. And then in 2 or 3 minutes, let's bounce and get to the opportunity meeting. Is that fair enough?
Yep, that's solid.
Yes,
The door is open for
I'll get
questions.
with you this week on the Google alerts. I definitely want to see how you're doing that.
Okay.
And I understand correctly, we are wide open for commercial now, correct?
Wide open, 48 states, wide open, wide open.
Just jump in there, Miguel.
All right, I have a question. So in terms of Kentucky, so what all do we do in terms of so Kentucky's officially open as of Monday?
For residential, same process, Miguel. Collect the bill, submit it in, and then get an appointment booked.
Okay. All right, along those lines, I just sent out some information after I spoke with Jim to a realtor that I just met. And the conversation was something like this. You currently have, or are you aligned with anyone in solar? She said, no. I smiled at her. I said, now you are. And she smiled back and said, really? And I went into it. She gave me her card. I sent her out the information today. That easy.
There you go. Always be prospecting, right? All right, guys. I'm about to hop off. I'll see you guys at 8.
Okay.
Thank
See
you,
y'all
sir.
there.
All righty.
Any questions, anybody else? I'll stay on and answer until the last person leaves.
So one of you guys needs to just put the repeating camera on there so that David thinks you're still there, and we'll see if he's no, just kidding.
Jim, your son needs to be moved over further to the right for your solar panels, or your left.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not a good angle.
And for the commercial,
Yeah, I'll just
for the commercial projects, we still just need to get an electric bill. Is that?
Truly, I don't know the answer to that, but I would probably say yes.
Wow.
Awesome.
yeah, that's
Awesome.
crazy good.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So I'm gonna pop off
David.
myself and see you guys with the team high ticket innovators in 6.5 minutes.
Okay, see y'all then.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Look at the Miss Lulu is there also. Look at anybody that would like to learn about what she does with her travel membership. You guys, I will share her email address. She's in the UK, and I'll share her Facebook account and everything. You just hook up with her. She'll tell you all about what she does and how she does it. But this lady flies around to all kinds of places. And when I heard that she went to Dubai on $1, I said, okay, I'll talk to you. And then I talked her into letting me run her Facebook account. And her and I have a pretty nice relationship. She's a cool lady. So I'll get you set up with Lulu.
That's
I got
awesome. I
about
would like set up with her as well. I would love to go to Dubai for $1.
Okay, that's Becky. That's Miss Becky. Lulu, I will get you with Miss Becky. She's the lady I told you about, Lulu, that is in Aruba. She's going back and forth from I think Ohio. Is it Ohio, Becky?
Yes. Yes.
From Ohio to Aruba, and she's got an Airbnb that she's got down in Aruba, and she's going down there full time, and she's going to be our Aruba solar lady. That's for sure. All right, guys, I'm bouncing. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you on the 8 o'clock.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.